Now, average household energy bills will this summer fall below the level of the £3,000 government subsidised cap, which is good news, according to a new forecast.
A drop in global gas prices means typical annual bills will drop to £2,800 from the start of July. That's according to experts at the Cornwall Insight. That is lower than was previously predicted.
And this will save the Treasury billions of pounds it might otherwise have needed to spend helping households under its energy price guarantee.
Well, we're joined in the studio now by consumer champion of How to Save It, Will Hodson. So, Will, this sounds like good news on the surface, doesn't it? A little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. But break that down for us, because £2,800 is still a huge amount of money. Yeah. And we use less energy in the summer anyway, don't we? So how good of a deal really is this?
That's right. It's pretty confusing. There are lots of numbers flying around. I mean, the first thing to say is, at £2,800 for the average home, we would still be paying more than we've ever paid for our energy in this country. Right. And the reason for that is, right now, the government-regulated price, the energy price guarantee, is £2,500 for the average home. From the spring, that price guarantee will be weakened, so the price will going to go up to £3,000 for the average home. Now, you might ask the question, if it was decided the average home could only afford £2,500 in the winter, why is it suddenly the case we can afford £3,000 in the spring? I don't feel any richer, and I don't know anyone else who has as well. So the picture that emerges is wholesale prices going down, but the price paid by the British consumer going up.
And I want to ask you about that, because the RAC, once again today, are saying petrol prices, or the wholesale price is low, yet we're being ripped off on the forecourts. At the moment, Will, wholesale gas prices are below the level where they were at the start of the Ukraine war. Are we being ripped off by our energy suppliers in the same way we're being ripped off by the petrol pump suppliers?
Well, I spent much of my career campaigning against us being ripped off. So it's first worth setting out why there is a difference between the wholesale price today and the price that we're going to get as consumers. The reason is an energy supplier will have to smooth out the price they offer against the wholesale prices they've faced over the last year at least. So just because prices are low today, if they had to buy at high prices over the last 12 months...
They were stockpiling fuel.
That's right, but they have to, right? If they said, we're going to take a punt, buy all of our energy in January 2023, and January 23 turned out to have sky-high prices, that would be a disaster. So you have this price, which is a blend of wholesale prices in the quarters past.
But can't they blend in more of the cheaper stuff now to lower the average unit cost moving forward? Surely that's common sense.
Well, that's why we're going to have a cheaper price that Eddie mentioned from the summer. The £2,800 is going to be a reflection of the cheap prices now, when it finally comes in a couple of quarters' time. But all of this can't disguise the fact that the British energy system is broken and needs to be rebuilt from the bottom up. Already, we're talking about what it takes to get an affordable, humane price in a supposedly free market. There's not one, but two levels of protection for consumers. The off-gen price cap, been around from 2017, that was there to protect us from rip-off suppliers who put massive margins on their most trusting, vulnerable customers. They said, right, the government said, if you have a wholesale price at this level, here's the maximum price you can charge your customers. Problem was, those wholesale prices went out of control. So we had a second level of protection, which is the energy price guarantee, which says, look, never mind if the wholesale prices say your cost should be this. The maximum that the UK consumer can afford is £2,500.